If you play Mech Arena, here are 5 tips that you should definitely be using to take your account to the next level. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So in this video we're going to be talking about 5 things that you should be using to make sure that you're getting the best out of your Mech Arena account. Number 1, we're going to start with a little bit of a lazy one. If you have certain busy days where you might not be able to achieve all of your objectives, strategize in a way that you are able to do that without putting in a lot of effort. And what I'm trying to say is if you go into your daily tasks, you will notice that a lot of them are pretty easy to get, right? A free steel crate, you get that anyway just by logging in. Winning 1 battle and getting 2 gold medals and playing 2 battles, these 3, you can do this within 2 battles. And I'm talking Hangar Showdown. Just participate in 2 of them. Hopefully you'll win 1 of them. And when you win 1 of them, you're going to get more than 2 gold medals. So you got these 3 covered. You got the free steel crate covered as well. Earning 200 experience, you're going to get that anyway because you're getting all the other daily tasks and they give experience. You're good from that end as well. Using 2000 credits, just go into the shop and you just need to purchase one of these and you'll be good. So that's easy as well. Where you're going to get stuck is acquiring 120 blueprints because 120 blueprints don't just come around randomly, right? You got to win a bunch of battles or participate in a bunch of battles outside of the Hangar Showdown for you to actually achieve this. And if you don't have a lot of time to play those battles, that's where you're going to start missing out on your daily tasks. However, there is a way around it. When you actually have time to play, you can actually stock up on these crates down here. These ones, as well as the gold ones, you don't have to use everything you have at any given time. Additionally, the season pass, they give a bunch of blueprints. You can see I didn't actually claim them because I'm saving them for the right moment, right? So even if I don't have a chance to play actively on a particular day, I'm not going to be missing out on any of my daily tasks. In fact, the other thing is, if you go into the pilot daily tasks, a lot of them you get them pretty easily. Acquiring 3 implants requires you to do the Hangar Showdown and then also requires you to log in a bunch of times. Unless you decided to save some of your implant crates as well, which you can then open. Alternatively, you could actually just go ahead and purchase a cheap one as well, which would do the same trick. However, I don't recommend that because, credits aren't that cheap. Similarly, you see this here. I could save it, but at the same time, I just use it because I have a bunch of others that are saved up anyway. The point is, don't use everything you have at any given time. Save them for the right moment. Tip number 2. When you have your hangar that is very unbalanced, you're going to get really powerful enemies that only your strongest mech can beat. For example, if I went ahead and gave the best mod I have available to my Surge, its power goes to 2203. Meanwhile, Citadel is around 1500, Nomad is around 800, Deathwalker is around 900, and then the second best one is not too far off, 1765. However, the enemies are most likely going to be based on the 2200, so a lot of my mechs are going to be completely useless. You don't want to do that. You want to decrease your power of your main mech so that it at least matches your second best one, right? So that you at least have 2 mechs that are able to do reasonable stuff, or have them all equal. Equal would be best, honestly. That's the ideal case, but sometimes that's not possible. So at least don't have a very, very outlier mech unless you're confident it's going to last throughout the battle, because the other mechs are going to be pretty useless in that battle if they're fighting against 2200 CP enemies. That's number 2. Number 3, the best way for you to get a lot of A coins is tournament. You don't want to miss it. You want to prioritize the tournaments. You want to be doing tournaments regularly because the A coins you're going to be getting are going to be worth it. So don't skip tournaments. A lot of A coins to offer. Look at that, 26 per battle. That's right. Now, as you keep moving across, it's going to increase. And honestly, if you get all the way through, you can get even 75 per battle, and you can do 8 battles per day. And across 20 days, just think about how many A coins that is. You could just stop purchasing at that point because you just have so many A coins to spare. Number 4, we're gonna contradict something we just said in a previous point. When you're doing tournaments, you need to have your best mods, right? So in that case, if you're doing tournaments, don't take the advice that I gave you earlier because tournament matchmaking is very different. It prioritizes matching based on your tier as opposed to just looking at your CP. I'm not going to say CP is not considered at all, but your tier is considered more. What that means is that if you're reducing the power of your mechs, you might still end up fighting people with 2300 or more power, and then you don't even have that one mech that can compare with them. So, if you're doing tournaments, switch out, go back, put the best mods, put everything at the best, and then come back. But if you're doing other battles, and in that case, I'm referring to Control Clash or 5 versus 5, do what I said earlier. Number 5, use Aptoide with my promo code. You're going to be saving a ton of money just as I have been saving. And that's one of the reasons why you see my mech hangar is so nice. I mean, I think I have a pretty nice hangar. They're really nice mechs there. They're pretty starred up. You can see 6-star here. This one's also 6-star. So we got a bunch of great mechs, which I've been able to purchase much cheaper because Aptoide with my promo code gives me about 12%. You can get between 10 to 25% based on how much you spend. So check out the video that's linked to the description of this video or click the button that's going to appear at the top of the screen that'll take you to the video so that you can start saving a ton of money and get yourself an amazing hangar. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.